Yo, what's up, guys? So today I just felt led to make a video about sowing and reaping, and the thing is that the thing I wanted to talk about sowing and reaping is that, I think a lot of us, people in the body of Christ, we get it messed up about how the Bible talks about how you will reap what you sow, and how when Jesus spoke about the parable about the farmer who sowed many seeds. And I'm not gonna go into the parable because you can find it on your own. I believe it's in Matthew. I believe it is. And the problem with a lot of Christians nowadays that they want God's blessing, or they want like this increase in finances, and they want like this like generational wealth like in one seed. And the thing is that you're not gonna be able to reap a generational wealth, or reap a lot of financial gain, or reap financial prosperity when you just sow a couple seeds. Because in that parable, like I said, I'm not gonna go into detail, but it talks about how some seeds were scattered in unfertile ground, and it talks about how some were sowed on the rocks, and basically, and some fell on the wayside. And then it talks about at the end that some fell on fertile ground, and then they produced. So I put this to say that that there's gonna be a lot of seeds that when you sow, sadly, not all of them are gonna make it through. Like and that's just the harsh reality. Because some of us, sometimes when we spread seeds, sometimes we don't put expectation on it, we don't put no demand on it. Sometimes it's because we have an adversary, which is the devil, and his demons, and so they fight to try to get your blessing away from you. They fight to try to take that possibility of you getting that generational wealth that is promised to you. And the thing is that if you don't do fighting, if you don't tend to your seeds, and if you don't plant a lot of seeds, guess what? You're not gonna reap a good harvest. If you just plant a couple seeds, because I planted $100 seeds last month, or I planted $1,000 seed last year, and I can't believe I still have not reaped anything. I'm not saying that you buy your blessings, but like the Bible clearly says that if you sow generously, you will reap generously. And if you sow, I forgot how it says it, but if you sow sparingly, you will reap sparingly. So the Bible is very clear about how you obtain financial blessings, and how you obtain a real harvest, a really nice harvest, a good harvest, and so that's why it baffles me when I see a lot of Christians when they say that, like, oh, I haven't got my blessing yet, this and that, but they don't really understand the principle of sowing, and they also don't understand the heart behind when you sow. Because when you're sowing, imagine a farmer that he's sowing seeds, and he's just always negative, and he's speaking to that seed, and he's speaking to that ground, and he's speaking to the weather, he's speaking to his atmosphere, and he's always saying negative things that, like, oh, man, I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of this. If he's constantly speaking that, he's speaking death over his seeds already. But now a farmer that is constantly saying, man, I can't wait to get my huge harvest, man, I can't wait to get this crazy amount of fruit, because I know I'm gonna grow a beautiful huge garden. That person is speaking life to his seeds, so he's putting expectation on it. So he's gonna get a really good return on it, because he has faith behind it, he has expectation behind it, he has he's putting life into it, and of course, like I said before, you have to obviously plant very fruitfully if you want to get fruit back. So I just felt to share that, and hopefully it makes sense to anyone right now seeing the video, and hopefully it helped you out. And so, yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you, guys.